This video we're going to talk about solenoids. Solenoids, you see those on refrigeration systems. They're tied into a temp control. When the temp control says we need to make it colder in here, it energizes our solenoid coil. It lifts that plunger up. It lets the refrigerant flow. When the temp control says, all right, cold enough in here, it de-energizes the coil. The plunger drops, shuts off the refrigerant flow. The compressor continues to run until it gets low enough pressure that it shuts off on the low pressure control. So I have a solenoid hooked up here. It's a dual voltage coil, meaning it can either operate on 120 volts or 230 volts. If we look at our little diagram on the end of the coil, you can see that the blue and red wire will be tied to either the hot neutral side of the 120, and the black and yellow wire will be tied into the other side of the 120. For 230 volts, you're going to hook up the blue to a hot, the black to a hot, and the red and yellow will be just wire netted together. So I just have this wired for 120 volts right now. I have my temp control hooked up to it. I do have nitrogen pressure on here. As you can see, nothing's coming out of the pipe. We're reading 0 volts. If I adjust that temp control, you can see we have 120 volts that energized that coil. It lifted up that plunger, and now we have pressure flowing through. If I de-energize that coil, seals it off, we don't have any pressure flowing through here anymore. We got 0 volts on our meter. So, energized, we have refrigerant flow. De-energized, no refrigerant flow.